Hello everyone, my name is Sumit and I welcome all of you to DASP Self-Learning Video Broadcast Solution. Today I am going to tell you how to pull CRM data into an Excel. So the business requirement is that we would like to extract or we would like to get the data from CRM into an Excel sheet. So there is no direct way to do this. So for this we need to take the help of a software. There is an online application available that we used to call it the Data Direct Cloud. So I'm going to take the help of Data Direct Cloud to pull the data from CRM and then then store the data into an Excel sheet or to display data into an Excel sheet. So let's see how to do that. So my requirement is I have got a Dynamic CRM account, and in this Dynamic CRM I have got this account entity, and in this account entity I have got around 10 records are there. Now my requirement is I would like to pull all these data, all these records into an Excel sheet. So to get that, in order to do that, first of all I need to create or I need to register on Data Direct Cloud, which I have already registered. And as you can see here, it's a 30 days trial version. So I have registered for a 30 days trial version. What is Data Direct Cloud, how to register on it? For more information on this, you can visit my existing video. In that video I have already explained this, how to connect to Data Direct Cloud and how to log in into Data Direct Cloud. So here first of all I'm going to configure a data source with Dynamic CRM. So I click on data source, so as you can see here that different data sources are loading. So as you can see here, I can connect this data, or with the help of this Data Direct Cloud, we can configure a data source with Salesforce, with Oracle, with Progress Data, or Maketo, or Amazon, of Dynamic CRM, Hadoop, or MySQL Enterprise. Okay. So my requirement is I would like to connect with Dynamic CRM. So here is my Microsoft Dynamic CRM. So I clicked on this. And I would like to connect to the cloud one. So I select cloud, give a data source name. So I give BISP data source. Description, it is not mandatory. User ID, all user ID is not also mandatory, so we'll skip this. And you can see the user ID for the Dynamic CRM account. So basically this user ID is for the Dynamic CRM account to which we want to connect. So what will be so I'm going to enter the user ID for this particular Dynamic CRM. So that's my user ID, and let me enter the password. Now next is we need an organization service URL. So in order to get the organization service URL, I go to settings, customization, then developer resources, and within developer resources I will be going to get the organization service URL path. So that's my organization service URL. So I copy this URL, make sure you get the complete URL. I copy this and paste it here, and then I will click on test connection. So this is testing the connection. So you can see here the connection has been tested successfully. So once it is connected successfully, I'll click on save, and the connection has been created, the data source has been established. You can see that's the data source name. Now our next step is that I need to download the Data Direct Cloud configuration tool. So for this I click on download, and from here I'm going to download Windows x64 or Windows x86 as per your system version. Just download the ODBC driver on your system and install it. Once you download and install it, you will get this kind of link, so that you can see I have already downloaded and installed it, Progress Data Direct Cloud driver for ODBC 32-bit. So this I have already downloaded and configured it. Now my next step is that I would like to pull the data from Dynamic CRM into my Excel sheet. So I'm going to open Excel, and in this Excel I click on data, and within data you can see we have 4 options: from access, from web, from text, and from other sources. So I click on from other source and click on from Microsoft Query. When I click on Microsoft Query, you can see here the new data source and BSP new DSN, all these names are coming. So first of all we need to configure the DSN. So I'm going to create a DSN first. So for this I'll open this and progress data direct route for ODBC administrator. I'm going to create a new system DSN, oh sorry, user DSN or system DSN. It depends upon your requirement. So I'm going to create a user DSN, click on add, and here I'm getting data direct cloud 2.0. Click on finish. Data source name. So I'll give a name, my DSN. That's the name, DSN name, and database name. This database name will be the ODBC database name which we created on Data Direct Cloud. So that will be the data source name, BISP data source. So I copy this data source name from here and paste it here and click on test connection. When I click on test connect, it will ask for a username password. Now here we need to provide the username password for the Data Direct Cloud. So I give my username and password for my Data Direct Cloud and click on OK. So you can see here the connection has been established successfully. The connection is tested successfully. I click on OK and OK. So the my DSN, this data source has been added. Now we'll be going to connect to this data source within our Excel sheet. So I switch to Excel from other sources, from Microsoft Query. OK, it's already connected. So let me close it and open again from Microsoft Query, and here I am getting my data source name, my DSN, which we created just now. So I select this and click on OK. Again, it will ask for a username password. So that's the login ID password for the Data Direct Cloud. So again, I input that and click on OK. So it's connecting to data source and a query builder will open. So here you can simply click on cancel as well if you want. So okay, yes, and it will ask for add tables. Basically it's a Microsoft Query Builder, so it will ask for add table. Now my requirement is that I would like to pull the data from account entity, so sales and accounts. So from here I'll add the account table here. So this account table will add here. So this is added. Now we need to pull the data. We need to add the columns one by one. So I'll click on records and add columns, and I'm going to add the columns one by one. So first I'll look for name. Name is the account name, and click on add. So you can see here I have added the various columns like the name, address, city, address, state, revenue base. And now if you I would like to apply a filter here. So we have here record and criteria, add criteria. So I apply a criteria, not total, and the field level category. So I want address city. So I want address. Let's say I would like to apply filter on address state. So I write here address 1 underscore state province. Address 1 underscore state or province is equal to TX and add it. So you can see the filter has been applied. So if you want to pull the extract specific data, you can apply a filter or you can close it. And if you want to remove this criteria, we can remove the criteria, remove all criteria. So it will remove the criteria and it will display all the records. But still the data is in Query Builder. It's in Microsoft Query Builder. It's not in the Excel sheet. So now I click on file and I'll say return data to Microsoft Excel. So when we click on this return data to Microsoft Excel, it will extract the data from Dynamic CRM and it will ask us the location, whether we want to extract, whether we want to view the data in the form of a table or pivot table report or pivot chart and pivot report. So I want to go with the table, so I select table and click on OK. So you can see here it's a message is flashing here waiting for the query to be executed. So the query is executing, it's pulling the data from that again, and then the data will be refreshed and the extracted data will be displayed here in the form of rows and columns in this Excel sheet. It may take some time, it depends on the speed as well. So So once the data is pulled and extracted, you can see the records are displayed, and you can change their formats here based on your according to the requirement. You can change do the formatting, and we can apply filter as well. For example, if I only want to see the record which is whose state, provinces, or city is Dallas, so we can do like this, or we can remove this filter as well. And again, if you want to do any modifications into it, if you want to refresh this, or if you want to apply any filter on this, so we can again go to data, and again we can apply a filter. This is to remove the filter or apply a filter, or this is to refresh from CRM. We can refresh it, and you can see here workbook connection. This in this workbook the data is connecting from query from MSDN. So from this MSDN you can refresh it. If any changes has been made in the dynamic CRM, you need to click on this refresh and the data will be refreshed. And if you want to remove the connection, or if you want to add a new connection, we can establish a new connection, or we can remove the existing connection by using this workbook connection as well. So it may take time to refresh, because it will execute the query, and it will pull the data from dynamic CRM, and then it will display the data here. So it may take time. So just wait. So the data has been refreshed and there are no changes has been made. So I close it. So this how we can pull the data from Dynamic CRM into an Excel sheet. So that's all in this video. If you have any questions or if you have any queries, you can visit our website www.bsbtrainings.com or bsbsolutions.com. You can subscribe our YouTube channel for more videos on Dynamic CRM. You can visit our website for our training program on Dynamic CRM. Have a nice day. Goodbye.